Yo guys and girls, it's your boy Hunty again with another build video. This time we're going to be covering the Magicka Dragon Knight. I haven't done a Magicka Dragon Knight build in a very long time, and I think it's well overdue, as I just feel like yeah, there's not much guidance as far as Magicka Dragon Knight is in open world PvP. So here we go, and I've been having a lot of fun with this build. Okay, it's pretty much got it's got everything you require. It's got damage, it's got recovery, survivability, although survivability is naturally hard on a Magicka DK. Okay, but I feel like this is the setup you need if you do small scale or you enjoy solo PvP. Okay, so let's get straight into it then. Into the gear sets. Okay, so we got the willpower front bar. The Skinner boosters max Magicka. Nairn honed and with a shock damage enchant. Now you can run double dot poisons if you want to add a little bit of extra pressure. Okay, but I find the shock damage just adds to the burst and allows me to melt down people a little bit quicker. Okay, on the back bar, yes, we are using Armor Master. Yes, Armor Master is cheese. But when it comes to a Magicka build with shields, Armor Master is pretty much best in slot, because if you don't use Armor Master or you don't use a defensive monster set, you're pretty much just going to get creamed in straight away. Okay, so yeah, definitely for open world, not necessarily for duels, but for open world, Armor Master is best in slot. So we're running Armor Master on the back bar defending. We're going to have the weapon damage and spell damage buff on the resto, okay, because we're always light attack restoing between skills. So we're going to keep as much uptime on that glyph as possible. Okay, now you can run a monster set here, a two-piece, but I find for open world, always outnumbered and stuff, this works better for me. Having the max resources works better for me. Okay, so we've got one-piece heavy Infernal Guardian. We are 2 heavy, 5 light. So we've got max magic, one piece. We got 5-piece bright throats on the body, all in pen. This is going to help. This is going to give us as max stat, and it's also give us a little bit of recovery as well. Okay, so this is going to take care of all our resource management. This set here, really, really good set, highly recommended. The second one-piece monster set is Doma House. This is going to give us our max Magicka and a max stamina. Okay, again boosting them resource pools and allowing us to survive for a little bit longer when we have a lot of pressure on us. Okay. We're going Armor Master, waist, hands, and feet on the small pieces. Okay, and they've all got triglyphs on them. Okay, just to again boost up the health and boost up the stamina pool. And the rest and the legs are bright throat. Jewelry, we've gone bright throat jewelry, 1-piece recovery. Now you can for duels take this off. Okay, and you want to go an extra spell damage glyph there because. You don't require as much resources in a duel. Okay, but for open world, I recommend running the 1 recovery because you have a lot of heat on you. You do have to spam harness and wings a hell of a lot to stay alive on Magicka DK, so having the high resource pool and the high recovery is really useful. That one's arcane. Now you can switch it out because the max magic on this is quite high, so if you don't want to run such high max Magicka, you can run a protective. You can run an infused, do whatever you like with this. I just don't have infused on the neck. I would actually ideally go infused here and run another weapon damage glyph. Spell damage glyph. Okay, and then we got 2 infused rings, both spell damage, just to buff that damage up. Okay, and get that damage pretty good. So that's the gear. Let's go into the skills. So back bar, we're running Harness Magicka. This is going to be our shield. Okay. And also, it's going to help us with his resource management. If we've got a couple of magic builds on us, okay, this is going to give us a little bit more magic back when we're on the back foot. Reflective plate, okay, this is our wings. This is basically our key survivability tool. This is our snare removal, and it reflects up to 4 projectiles over 6 seconds, okay. You will be spamming this when you have like 4 or 5 range DPS on you, like mag sorks and stuff. You need to keep 100% uptime on wings because you will be burst and killed, okay? And also when you're getting snared, this is a really good tool for mobility. You just pop your wings and you just get out of the snare and you just sort of get a line of sight somewhere. Healing Ward, yes, Healing Ward has been nerfed and it's not as great no more, but on the Magicka DK, because we have something other than the Healing Ward to give as a heal, it's not too bad. It's another shield and it does heal as when it expires. So it's, you know, it's not too bad on this build. And I find this is the best way of running it, to be honest. Volatile Armor, okay, this is going to be our resistance buff, again, on top of Armor Master. And also, it's going to be the tool we use to get Nightblades out of stealth. We pop this and it pulls them out of stealth. Good little utility skill. Molten Ornaments, now this is interchangeable. You can run, you know, Structured Entropy or Degeneration on this in this slot. Okay, the only reason I run Molten Ornaments is, one, I can keep my major sorcery up at all times without a target being in the way. Without a target being there. And also, a fully charged heavy attack is increased by 40% while active. Okay, so what we don't have on this is range DPS. We are using a Destro, but we don't have much range. So what we do is if we've got a leap or we've got some, we just pull some big heavy attacks off on people when they're running away or coming towards us. We can start off with a nice big heavy attack, and that hit for, you know, anything from 6k up to 12k heavy attack, you know. So for me, I just don't see why not. I don't see why not. It gives us that little bit of extra damage for range. Light Champion, okay, so we're going with a Resto ult here. This is going to be our survivability tool. For duels, obviously take this off, run something else. You can run, you know, the Sigic Order skill to make you tankier. You can do whatever you want here, but this, for open world, the Resto ulti is definitely a must on this build. Front bar, then we're going Burning Embers. This is going to be his dot, and this is the other skill that's going to give us our heal. Okay, heals you for 90% of the total damage inflicted on the enemy, basically, when it ends. So what you want to do with this when you're fighting 3-4 people is you want to try and get Burning Embers off on as many people as possible. Yeah, so you want to try and get them off. When it expires, it gives you that nice burst heal. And trust me, this has saved me so many times. I've been down to no health. I've shielded up. I'm literally just about to get executed. Boom, Burning Embers comes in with the clutch. Bam, I'm back up to full health. So yeah, Burning Embers is an awesome skill. And it's a dot, puts pressure on the enemy. It's just a mega skill, to be honest. Really good skill, must use. Elemental Drain. Okay, this is going to be the debuff. You don't have to run this because I really do find the resource management absolutely fine without Alley Drain. But I just use this to boost the damage as well. So it's like, you know, it debuffs the spell resistance. And also it gives you minor magic steal. Okay, this is good against stamina classes. If you're against the magical class, you do not need Alley Drain. Okay, because Harness Magicka and the fact that you got 1.8 recovery, you're going to be perfectly fine. Okay, but it's when you come up against the Stamina Nightblades, the draining your resources, or the Stamplars that are constantly keeping the pressure up. This Alley Drain is going to come in clutch for resource management. Okay, Inner Light. Okay, this is also interchangeable, so I use Inner Light because it gives me the more Max Magicka, the crit. And I just find that I personally prefer Inner Light, okay? But what you can use here is Cauterize, okay, which is this ability here. So it gives you the exact same crit, but it's also a good heal over time. So it'll consistently heal you for, like you say there, 6k every 5 seconds, okay? Which is really good. It's, you know, it's having like a Magicka Vigor, basically. Obviously not strong, but it's, you know, it's a heal over time that you can keep up 100% uptime on it. And it also gives you the Major Prophecy, increasing your spell critical rating. The only thing you don't get is the max magic, okay? So you do lose damage by using this, but you gain survivability. So it's personal preference. If you find that, you know, you're not surviving very well, or you need that little bit more healing, okay, Cauterize is going to be the skill for you. If you find that you're surviving perfectly fine and you want a bit more damage, Inner Light is definitely for you. Right, so the next, we go for Shattering Rocks, okay? Again, you could go Shattering Rocks, you could go Stone Fist, you could go Fossilize, okay? I'm just having the best results with Shattering Rocks at the moment, because it gives me that, you know, nice little heal when it's expired, okay? And I just find Fossilize, every time someone gets Fossilized, they dodge roll, and I don't even manage to get my whip off anyway for the off balance. So I just feel like I never get to take advantage of it. Where at least with this, when it expires, I get the heal, and it gives me that heal back and allows me to stay on the front foot. Flame Lash. Okay, this is all spammable. We're going to be light attack weaving this, and it hits like a truck when you've managed to time it right. Fossilize and you're keeping that pressure up. It's a really good spammable. And also, you get a Flame Lash when the target is off balance, so you pretty much hit them like a truck when the enemy is off balance. It's really good. It's a must-use skill. Ultimate, Ferocious Leap. Awesome ability, ultimate. Probably one of the best animations on the game. When you kill someone with it, probably the most rewarding skill on the game. It's pretty awesome. There is a drama with this ability, though. It misses a lot. If a person dodge rolls, if a person is running away from you, moving too fast, it'll do the animation, but they'll just take no damage. It'll just completely miss. And it is a bit of a pain in the ass. But what you need to do is get the Fossilize leap off. Okay, you need to time the Fossilize and the leap at the same time to stop this from happening. Okay, if you're just going to start throwing leaps about on moving targets, yes, it's gonna miss the damage. Okay, so just time them off with the Shattering Rocks, and they get the Ferocious Leap, and you'll be hitting some big leaps. I have hit up to 15k on the Ferocious Leaps on this build. They're actually phenomenal. And that is it for the skills. Okay, moving on to the champion points again. Personal preference. This is what works for me. Again, might not work for you. Have a play about with it. See what works for you. And that is it, guys. I am a Dark Elf. I'm running the Mage Mundus. I am a vampire, okay, but being a Dark Elf and a vampire is no dramas at all. Negates the extra damage you would have taken from being a vampire. Mage boosts that extra max magic. Okay, and let's have a look at these stats here. So on the back bar, we're looking at 31.3k spell resistance and basically 30k physical resistance, 2.8k crit recovery. Now you can buff that up if you want. Okay, we've got nearly 40k max magic on the back bar, 24.5k health, and we've got a nice 13.5k max stamina pool, and we've got 1.8 recovery, which is really good on a Dragon Knight. On the front bar then, we're looking at, without a light attack or anything like that, we're looking at basically 2.8 spell damage, 42.6k max magicka. Again, the magic recovery, what I like about this, doesn't change on both bars. We have a consistent magic recovery on both bars. As you can see there, the stats are pretty good. Okay, with a light attack, with continuous, okay, you're pushing 3.4, basically 3.5 spell damage on a Dragon Knight with the dot pressure, with the 42k max magic. Okay, you're doing some really, really good damage. Okay, I am really impressed with this build and the way Magicka Dragon Knight is. But if you think you're going to get on this build and get on this class and do bits, you're going to be thinking wrong. This is a high skill level sort of build, and Dragon Knight in general, Magicka Dragon Knight in general, is just a high skill level. Now, that isn't me saying I'm a high skill level and I'm OP. No, I'm not far from it. Trust me, I get my arse kicked as well. But just be prepared to fail until you manage to get the animation cancelling down, and you've got to be really quick on this build. You know, you've got to get them harness and wings off so fast. You've got to keep them up all the time. You know, and you've just got to try and keep your buffs up as much as you can on this. When you have 3-4 people beating down on you, that's when it becomes a real challenge to get off that back foot and try and get on that front foot. Okay, this is on par with medium armor Stam Sork and Magicka Nightblade as well. Okay, I'd say these are the three classes that with the highest skill level in open world right now, because they are just, all three of them are just glass cannon builds and just sort of like really tough to use. But at the same time, all three of them are really fun to use at the same time, although they struggle a lot. Okay, all three of them when you manage to pull off a 1vx are probably the most rewarding classes on the game. Okay guys, so if you enjoyed this video, make sure you like, subscribe down below. There is more build videos. I have got a gameplay content coming out with this Magic of Dragon Axe. I've got a lot of clips with this already. And yeah, peace out. Cheers for subscribing. Thanks for watching.